Hey guys, welcome back to Mesha's Corner. So today I'll be making some New Orleans style red beans and rice. So let's get started. Alright, first I'm going to start with the spices. I'm going to use some Cajun seasoning. I wish I had Creole, but I don't. So I'm using Cajun. If you have Creole, please use it. I have some bay leaves here, some black pepper, and some ground sage. Now the meats that I'll be using, you want to use some red beans. Now the red beans I'm using are the camellia red kidney beans. You're going to use some smoked sausage, and I'm using ham hocks. Now you can use pickled meat. I don't have any pickled meat. I don't have any pigtails, which I only like the pigtails, and the Jamaican style stew peas, which is similar to red beans and rice. So I'm using the ham hocks for this recipe with the smoked sausage and the camellia beans. Alright, next you will also need some onion. This is one medium onion, yellow onion, 2 ribs of celery chopped, and 1 medium green bell pepper chopped. We're going to saute all of this down. Alright guys, so I have my vegetables down in here. And we're going to cook this down. We're going to cook this down for about 10 minutes. Alright you guys, so after 10 minutes, this is what you have. They're like broken down. Then I'm going to add 5 large garlic cloves. You want to cook this out for 1 more minute. I didn't add the garlic in the beginning because I didn't want it to burn, and I didn't want it to cook as long as the vegetables. Alright, so then you're going to add your beans. These are just my beans that I washed up and made sure there weren't any rocks or anything on there. I did not get a chance to soak my beans overnight. It's better to soak them overnight. I'm just going to have to cook mine a lot longer, well, a little more longer than if they were soaked overnight. Now I'm just going to add my water down in here. Alright, so now I'm going to add my water. Then to this you're going to add your ham hocks. I'm using 3 bay leaves because mine are kind of small. Like, let me show you one of them. See, like they're kind of small. So I'm using 3. If you have like the really big ones, only use 2. Then you're going to season this up to taste. I'm going to go in here with my Cajun seasoning, my sage. Halfway through the cooking process of this, I am going to taste it again to make sure I'm good. Some pepper. And I think that's pretty much it for right now. You do not want to salt your beans until the ham hock cooks completely down, because the ham hock is salty. So, you know. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm going to cover it, put it on medium-low, and let it keep going. Alright, you guys, so I'm bubbling away. So now I'm just going to turn this down. And this is probably going to take me about 3 hours to cook. You can do this in a slow cooker. You can do this in a pressure cooker. But I hope y'all didn't think I was going to make that amazing pot of red beans and rice and not make some cornbread. Oh, okay. Alright guys, so we're going to make some cornbread from scratch. In this bowl we have cornmeal, flour, baking powder, baking soda, white sugar and brown sugar, and salt. Over here we have the milk and egg. I already mixed it up. Over here I have a 15-ounce can of creamed corn. Well, 14.75-ounce can of creamed corn. Down here I have bacon and jalapeno. This is optional right here. I'm basically just getting rid of old stuff that's in my refrigerator. All this right here is optional. Alright, so since I separated everything so you guys can see what was in my bowl, what I'm going to do first is combine everything to make sure, especially the baking powder, it really needs to mix in there. Then to this I'm going to add my milk and egg. Remember, all ingredient measurements will be in my description box. I'm also going to add my can of creamed corn. Alright, and you want to mix this up. Get it nice and incorporated. You could use probably a spatula, could probably get you through this, but I like using a whisk to really get it mixed in. I'm going to switch to a spatula to mix in the jalapeno and the bacon. Alright, so then you're going to add your melted butter. This is about 3 tablespoons of melted butter. You want to reserve a tablespoon for your pan. I'm putting mine into a cast iron skillet. This cornbread is going to be so good, y'all. You're going to preheat your oven. Now I'm adding my jalapeno and my bacon. You're going to preheat your oven to 375 degrees. You're going to pop this in the oven until your cornbread is nice and golden and cooked through. And your toothpick comes out clean. It's probably going to take, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes. Alright, y'all, so I'm just going to take the cornbread, put it down in here. And I'm going to pop it in the oven. Right here. We almost there. See, it's already starting to thicken. My house smells amazing. I'm just loving it. But anyway, now you're going to add your sausage. I'm using smoked sausage. I already tasted mine, and I do need more seasoning. So I'm going to add my Cajun and some pepper and some more sage. I did not need any salt. Guys, and make sure you taste your food before you add the salt. I didn't add any salt to this dish because I didn't need it. So you're going to let this simmer again for another 30 minutes, and then they should be perfect. See, the ham hock done, look at this. It done fell apart. Fell apart. This looks so good. So I'm going to simmer this another 30 minutes. Alright, y'all. So I have some Louisiana hot sauce. This and Crystal's my favorite hot sauce. You're going to put your hot sauce down in here. Let me make sure y'all can see for people that don't use this hot sauce. Right there. This is how it looks. You're going to put some down in here. I'm probably going to put a couple tablespoons. You could put more if you want it hotter. Then you're going to put a couple tablespoons of butter. And just let it melt down in there. Just like that. Cover it back up and allow that butter to melt. The butter is going to add flavor, some shine to it, and it's also going to, you know, improve the texture of your beans. So I'm going to let this sit and chill while I work on the rice. Alright guys, so I have my rice in a ring mold. So now I'm just going to put my red beans right along the side. I did it this way so I could keep the bowl nice and clean, which I'm already failing at, as you can see. But you want to put it right down in there. Ooh, child, this looks, ugh, I can't even. I wish y'all could smell my kitchen. Now, remind you, in Jamaica, we have a dish called stew peas. It's very, very similar to this dish. Very similar. But the flavor is, like, totally different. They look alike, but the flavor is, like, different. By, like, 90%. And I always wondered about it. And I'm like, it looks just like it. But nope, the flavors are completely different. So I'm going to remove my ring mold. And then I'm going to put some parsley. And I'll show you guys what that looks like. Alright, y'all. So this is what it looks like. So this is the red beans and rice. And this is the cornbread. I forgot to show y'all the whole. But I have pictures. So I'm going to show it to you guys. This is what it looks like. You can see the bits of bacon and a jalapeno. It's so moist. It's perfectly sweetened. It's not overly sweet. If you want a sweeter cornbread, you can add another 1/4 cup of sugar. I don't like it like cake. Mine doesn't taste like cake. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this situation here. This is not my plate, so I'm not going to play in it. But when I do make my own, I'm probably going to put a little clip somewhere. But this looks so good, guys. It tastes amazing. Again, it looks like Jamaican stew peas, but the flavors are actually completely different. Totally, like 100%. So, I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Give this recipe a try. Take pictures, tag me, let me know what you think, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.